Dear friends, in last class, what we studied regarding Mendelism, that also we are continuing. And few questions you people are getting here depending on the nucleic acids. So, here, two types of nucleic acid you people are observing. That is DNA and RNA. These we are calling them as nucleic acids. Here, deoxyribonucleic acid you people are observing in DNA, and RNA ribonucleic acid you people are observing. And already you people are knowing, as per Mendel, DNA is a trait which transfers from parents to offspring. So here DNA is a hereditary material, even the RNA. And actually, Watson and Crick, they are the scientists. First, they are given the double helical structure of DNA. The DNA is a double helical structure, they said. How it was actually? So, the DNA appears to be like this. I can give you a very nice idea. If suppose you are holding a rope ladder, two sides there will be a rope, and in between it is attached with the steps. And the rope ladder, if you are twisting, how it appears in the same way the DNA is appearing. Now here, in case of DNA, it is containing a double helical structure. The strands, these are called as the strands. The strands are made with sugar and phosphate. Sugar phosphate combine together to form the strand. And in between two strands, there will be a particular place. Okay, the space is, this is 20 angstrom. 20 angstrom space you people are observing in between two helices. And then here you can see the base pairs, or what you are calling them as the steps. There are round about 10 steps in a twist. And each step, it is having a space of, the space if you are observing this, only from here to here. Okay, it is 3.4 angstrom. So, the total steps if you are observing, that is 10 steps, it is equal to 34 angstroms. So, in this way, the total calculation you people are observing. Now here, the base pairs, what you are calling, in a haphazard way they are not combining. Okay, so there will be a particularity. For example, here, purines and pyrimidines. So, two types you are observing, purines as well as pyrimidines. One base pair, okay, it has to form in the sense, one purine must combine with the another pyrimidine. So, one purine and one pyrimidine is combining to form one step. Now here, A, G, T, C. And one more combination I am telling you, A, G, U, C. Okay, the two bundles what I shown here, just see, adenine, guanine, thymine and cytosine. So these are the combinations. First beginning two are called as purines. A and G, that is adenine and guanine, they are forming purines. T and C, that is nothing but thymine and cytosine, they are forming pyrimidines. Two purines and two pyrimidines you people are observing. And one base pair it has to form in the sense one purine and one pyrimidine is required. In case of this, A is becoming a purine, T is becoming a pyrimidine. So A has to combine with T. Then G is a purine and C is a pyrimidine. Now G has to combine with the C or C has to combine with the G, not in a vice versa. Here A is not combining with the C or G. T is not combining with G or C. Okay, but A has to combine with T, G has to combine with the C. Always just see, A is having two hydrogen bonds in combination. Say for example, here A is there, in the sense here it should be T. And in between that, there will be two hydrogen bonds. Two hydrogen bonds, they are bonding one purine and one pyrimidine. So as a result, one step will be formed. If suppose the step is formed between GC or CG, then it is having three hydrogen bonds. So imagine here G and C is combined in the sense it has three hydrogen bonds. So in this way, the combination of steps you people are observing. Okay, it may be GC, it may be AT or TA or CG. So like this, the combinations are taking place in DNA. So if suppose the combination is AGTC, then that nucleic acid is called as DNA only. If suppose the combination is AGUC, U in the sense uracil. Okay, here thymine and here uracil. Uracil is found only in the nucleic acid called RNA. So as a result here, in RNA, the combination changes. Instead of thymine, there will be uracil. If uracil is present, then definitely you have to call it as the RNA. So in this way, DNA is having a combination of AGTC. RNA is having a combination of AGUC. So as a result, adenine, guanine, uracil and cytosine is present in case of RNA. Adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine is found in case of DNA. So all these structures, these details were given by Watson and Crick, and they got a Nobel Prize for this. So as a result, I am stopping my explanation here, and when the questions are coming, all the details I am giving in the question itself. So we'll go back to our questions. Now yesterday or in last class, we completed this question. So we'll go to the 16th one now. Here, who was awarded Nobel Prize for synthesis of RNA in 1959? So here they are not asking about DNA, they are asking about RNA. So, who was awarded Nobel Prize for synthesis of RNA in 1957? Okay, it is S. Oka, then A. Korenberg, C. Korana, then D. Nirenberg. So already these details in previous class I am given. So here the right answer is Oka. Yes, Oka is the right answer. So option A is the correct answer here. We are going to the next one. Now see, uridine monophosphate is found in. Uridine is nothing but uracil. Okay, so uracil is found in what already I told. Just find it out here. That is centrosome, lysosome, cell wall, and RNA. So now tell me, it is nothing but the option D, that is RNA. I told you people. So in combination of DNA and RNA, DNA is containing ATGC combination. Okay, RNA is containing AGUC combination. So in this way, RNA is containing uridine monophosphate. So right answer is option D. We'll move to the next question. Now, Franklin and Wilkins showed that DNA, the four options are given here. DNA contains 4 bases, is a halix, has equal amount of adenine and thymine, okay, is made up of nucleotides. So, Franklin and Wilkins, they showed that the DNA is a helical structure. So, as a result, option B is the right answer. It is called helix. Okay, so we'll move to the next question now. Now see, the fusion reaction is a special test for fusion reaction. It is a DNA test. We'll go through the options here. RNA, DNA, protein, carbohydrate. The fusion reaction is a special test in case of DNA. So as a result, option B is the right answer here. We'll move to the next question. Now see, which one of the following is not a process of DNA replication? Which is not a process of DNA replication, DNA duplication, DNA formation. Okay, now we'll go through the options. Palindromic, dispersive, conservative, and semi-conservative. So, DNA replication is including this dispersive, conservative, semi-conservative, but it is not palindromic. Now the question arises, what is this palindrome then? What is palindrome? So I am telling you, see, very simple. We are taking some of the names. Say for example, Malayalam. See the spelling, Malayalam. Okay, leave it. It is very big. We'll take very short name. Kanaka. We are calling it as Kanaka. Kanaka is one of the name. You read it from right to left or left to right. Read and see, then you will come to know, okay, both the side, you are pronouncing it as Kanaka itself. Why? Because the spellings are same. Okay? So, such a type of duplication of DNA, whatever is that, in that DNA, the ATGC combination, whatever is that, okay, it is not same on both the sides. So, as a result, it is not palindromic. So, option A is the right answer here. We'll go to that next question. Now here, chemically DNA differs from RNA in having. Chemically, how DNA is differing from RNA? I told you, ATGC or AGTC and AGUC. So thymine and uracil, they are changing in DNA and RNA. Thymine is found in DNA, but uracil is found in RNA. We'll go through the options here, then we will come to know. Thymine in place of uracil. B. Single strand. C. Ribose sugar instead of deoxyribose sugar. D. All of the above. So the right answer is option A. Thymine in place of uracil. Thymine and uracil, they are changing in DNA and RNA. Again I am repeating, in DNA thymine is present and in RNA uracil is present. So we'll move to the next question. Now see, the carrier of genetic information is. Who is the carrier of genetic information? So in heredity you studied, the parents, they are sending their characters to the offspring or the kids. In the sense, the parents are sending genes to the offspring. Genes are nothing but DNA. So we'll see the options here. First A, that is DNA. B, ribosomal RNA. C, ribosomes. D, transfer RNA. But here the right option is option A, that is DNA. DNA carries genetic material or a gene. We'll move to the next question now. DNA is found primarily. Where DNA is found? Okay, so I'm telling you, you know the cell. The cell is containing a big rounded ball inside, and that is called as the main switch of the cell. It is nothing but a nucleus. The nucleus, it is containing a elongated thread-like structure, what we are calling them as chromosomes. These chromosomes, they are containing the DNA material and it is called as gene. Many number of genes are present in that. Genes are also called alleles, allelomas, factor, trait, so on. So here the DNA is found primarily in cell nucleus, outside the cell nucleus, in cell cytoplasm, none of these. Okay, as I told, the nucleus is containing chromosomes, the chromosomes are containing genes, chromosomes are nothing but the DNA. So as a result, it is found inside the cell nucleus. So option A is the right answer. We'll move to the next question. Now here, the one which is capable of self-replication is self-replication. Here, the DNA is a material. It is forming its own kind of DNA. Okay, it is replicating, it is duplicating. So we'll see the options here. The one which is capable of self-replication: A, DNA, B, RNA, C, enzyme, D, protein. The self-replication is only found in case of DNA. So option A is the right answer, that we are calling it as DNA. We'll move to the next question. Now, replication of DNA is in. Where replication of DNA is seen? Okay, now see, 3' 5' direction, the helical structures. One is 3' opposite will be the 5', 5' where the another helix, if suppose one helix is there, one is 3' 5', another helix is there, okay, that will be opposite. If it is 3, if this becomes 5, if it is 5, this becomes 3. So opposite helices will be there and they are coiled. So here the helix direction they are given Option A, 3 dash 5 dash direction. Option B, 2 dash 5 dash direction. Both 3 dash 5 dash and 5 dash to 3 dash direction. D, none of these. So here option C is the right answer. Both 3 dash to 5 dash and 5 dash to 3 dash direction. So in this way the replication of DNA is taking place. So we'll move to the next question. Here right option is option C. So as a result, so here we are stopping unit 3 part 1. The part 1 is completed here. Then again genetics in coming class we are continuing. We are continuing with part 2. In part 2 some of the interesting things are there. In the beginning I am giving you the explanation, and after that we are just going through some questions. So we'll stop it here. Thank you one and all.